Hello 99 Army, boys and girls, and welcome back to another Storytime video. Today I'm going to be talking about why I like offensive football more than defensive football, and how that came to be for me. So, my love for offensive football started back when I got my first Madden game when I was 10 years old. It was Madden 10 with Troy Polamalu and Larry Fitzgerald on the cover. Fitzgerald still plays today, as a matter of fact. I think this might be his last season playing, but he still plays. Fun little tidbit in there. But regardless, I I started to develop more of a love for offensive football than defensive football because I felt like I could be more creative with it. And I know defensive coaches, people, all that can say, hey, well, I can be very exotic with any blitz package and the likes. Okay, well, I think I can still be more creative on the offensive side of the ball. That's just me personally. And what inspired me to talk about this was the Rams and Chiefs game that happened almost a couple of weeks ago. That 54-51 game. On the surface, it's like, wow, there was no defense played. There was a little bit of defense played. I'm going to admit that. I'm not going to say that there was no defense whatsoever. Because there were 3 defensive touchdowns. I didn't watch it because I was at work, but I've watched it since, and there were 3 defensive touchdowns. But it was pretty good. I will admit, it was fantastic. It was a great game, filled with so many offensive fireworks. And I watched another great offensive showdown a week ago today. Last Friday, it was West Virginia and Oklahoma. I watched the first half in the bar at the Mexican restaurant that I used to work at, and then I watched the second half here on YouTube. And that game was 59-56. It's like, wow, this is pretty good. This is amazing. I mean, there were 2 defensive touchdowns in that game, too. I think both of them were strip sacks that Oklahoma forced on West Virginia quarterback Will Grier. And a lot of fans like offensive football more than defensive football, but I may like it for a little bit different reasons than they do. And a lot of fans would probably say there's nothing wrong with that, and I do too. But I like it because I feel like you could get more creative with offensive football. I mean, with defensive football, you have man coverage, zone coverage, nickel, dime, quarter defenses that I hardly hear anyone say nickel, quarter, and dime. You're probably wondering, well, what the heck? Why is there nickel, dime, and quarter defense? Look it up when you're done with this. I don't want to explain it here. But, and then you got the Bear defense, what the 85 Bears rode a Super Bowl with. get the 46, stuff like that, but you can you can be more creative, at least in my opinion, on the offensive side of the football. And I just ah, I just love it. If I could just have games where there's no defense, I mean the defenses can pop up for a touchdown or two, like in the Rams and Chiefs game and the Sooners and Mountaineers, Oklahoma and West Virginia game. But as long as there aren't too many stops, and the NFL is going toward an offensive centric league, so that's kind of another reason why I thought I'd talk about this. And I kind of hope that the Super Bowl is Rams and Chiefs, but I fear that it won't be because it's hard for either defense to stop anything. And I know that you could say that they didn't stop each other. Of course, they're not going to stop each other. Of course. No one thought that. And no one thinks that. But I just think that they might not be able to stop anyone, and somebody might be able to stop them. You know, it's just I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, that's why I like offensive football more than defensive football. It's because I feel like you can get more creative with it, and I try to with my own stuff. I even occasionally draw up my own plays that I have in a notebook somewhere. And because of the entertainment factor. I always want a great game, and everyone wants a great game, but that's my definition of a great game, just lots of points. And so yes, guys, I do believe that will do it for the storytime video. And until next storytime video, I will see you all later. Goodbye, guys. Thank you all for watching.